Hi friends, it's Jennifer. I'm excited that you guys have returned for step 3 in launching your business. But before we go through step 3, I want to take a moment to say welcome to 31 and welcome to our family. Whether you joined because you wanted extra income, you wanted more products, or maybe you wanted to join a sisterhood like ours, I just want to take a moment to say congratulations and welcome to our 31 family. Now, just to do a recap, in step 1, we talked about getting online. Step 2, we talked about your launch party. And in this video, we're going to talk about me plus 3. In step 1, I showed you how to log into 31today.com and set up your 31 website. In step 2, we actually walked through setting up your very first launch party. I got you logged in to your virtual office and walked through the different tabs in a virtual party. Now, this is going to be important for you to have watched video 2 as you go into your step 3, which is me plus 3. The 3 is your very first parties with other people. So I want you to think about how important that launch party is. In your launch party, you're going to walk through an invitation list. You're going to invite people and you're going to collect your first orders. The same thing is going to happen in this step, which is the next 3 parties. So your launch party is very important in your first couple of weeks because it prepares you to be a little bit more knowledgeable as you move into those first 3 parties with family and friends. Now, in your kit, you actually got a how-to guide. If you haven't gotten your kit yet, or maybe you've misplaced this how-to guide, I just want you to know that this is virtual on 31today.com. You can simply type in how-to guide in the search tool on 31today.com and pull this up and print it from your home computer. It's important that you have this how-to guide because in this guide, there are a couple of pages that will actually give you wording to use as you share the invitation to host the first parties or even to join your team. So make sure that you have that how-to guide handy. Now, as we move into hosting parties with our friends, I want you to be confident in knowing that there is something in it for them, and that is our Hostess Chart. I kind of want to walk through this with you just so you can understand not only for your launch party, but for your 3 friends and those that come after, that we truly do have a really good booking tool for you to use, and that's our Hostess Chart. And just so you know, the Hostess Chart doesn't cost you anything. 31 actually pays for all of these rewards for your hostess, so it's free for you to offer. Our party level starts out at the $200 level. When you, on your launch party, or your friends, when they're hosting, reach $200 in sales, they will be able to pick out any 2 items at 50% off, and they have the opportunity to purchase a hostess exclusive. Now, of course, we want them to get free rewards, so we're going to keep encouraging them to invite their family and friends and move up in sales so they can move up in insider credit. So let's look at the $500 level. You may notice that this is highlighted. The reason is because our average party at 31 is exactly $500. Now we see fluctuations in that number depending on the season, but the general rule of thumb is you always want to get your hostesses to at least the $500 level. At the $500 level, your hostess will get $100 to use however she wants in the catalog. She will also get any 3 items in the catalog at 50% off, and she'll also be able to choose any 2 of our insider exclusives at that discounted amount. Just so you know, the $100 cannot be used to pay for the 3 half off or to be paying or to use to pay for the insider exclusive. These are 3 separate discounts that she will use individually. Now, of course, we want her to maximize her rewards, so we're going to share with her the $1,000 level as well. At the $1,000 level, she will get $200 for free. She will also be able to choose 5 items at 50% off. And you'll notice at this level, she will get to choose 1 insider exclusive for free and have the opportunity to purchase another at a discounted amount. And just to remind you, you make 25% on everything that you sell. And although you don't make commission on these free rewards that 31 gives on your behalf, you do make commission on the sales. Let's say, for example, your party does reach $1,000. Multiply that by your 25% commission, and that's a $250 paycheck. So think about how many $250 paychecks you would like to have each month. Thinking about your first month as you launch your business, me plus three, that's four parties. If you could get each of those parties to $1,000, then you would make $1,000 in commission. You would have two, four, six, $800 to give away for free. And you would be given a lot of Hostess insider exclusives and half off items away. So I want you to think big. Help your hostesses and push your launch party to go up our party total as high as you can get. Okay, so let's do just a quick recap. In video 2, I talked about your launch party, and I just said that our average party is $500. So let's think that your launch party hits $500. That's our average party. Each of your 3 friends also have $500 parties. Those 4 parties together total $2,000 in sales. That's $500 in commission in your first 30 days. And of course, you're going to earn some AMP Jumpstart rewards for free. Make sure that you look at the AMP Jumpstart reward program for new consultants because those are usually earned in your 30-day and 90-day marks. And you do not want to miss out on those free products. So you can see how important the launch party, and the 3, those first 3 friends, how important they are to your business. All right, so let's talk about those 3 friends. Who are they and where do we find them? I want you guys to think about this acronym that we use pretty regularly here in 31, and that's our Frank's List. So if your sponsor or your director asks you, have you done your Frank's List? This is what she is referring to. F stands for friends, R for relatives, A for acquaintances, N for neighbors, K for kids connection, and S for spouse connections. So think about those friends that you have. Those are your regular friends that maybe you run with. Then think about your family members that you're closest with. Think about your acquaintances. This could be your coworkers. This could be people you go to church with. Think about your neighbors, those that live locally. Think about your kid connections. This could be through their sporting events. This could be through their daycare. This could be through any event that your kids are engaged in. And think about your spouse connections. He will also have his own Frank's List, which is his co-workers, his relatives, his friends, and of course the other connections he may have through kids events. Your Frank's List will be something that you will hear often because it's something that is continually updating. You have new people come and go in your life all the time, and we know that Frank's List can get bigger and bigger. So once you've identified and made that list of people that you want to connect with and share your new business with, let's think about what we're going to do to invite them. You may decide to send them a text message or a Facebook Messenger, or maybe you may consider picking up the phone and calling them. This is a sample invitation that you can use to start the conversation. So it may sound something like this. Hey Cindy, would you consider hosting an online 31 party with me and 31? Which I guess I duplicated that. I just started my own business and wanted to reach out to you in hopes you would be one of my very first hostesses. Your friends you invite will save with our 50% off customer special, and you would earn all the hosting rewards. What do you think? Is this something fun you would consider? Consider using this sample verbiage or one that you may use that speaks a little bit more to your personality. This is a good, straight to the point, simple way of sharing your business and asking the question. Now, if you send this out to everybody on your Frank's List, please know that usually 1 in 10 people will say yes. Now, your inner circle of friends, you may have a higher probability of them saying yes, but know that in the beginning you will get no's, and don't take that as a setback. Take that as a not now, or maybe take that as let them be a customer versus a hostess. So now that you've identified who you're going to invite, You've started sending out the invitation to host. Now let's think about what you're going to do when they say yes, because you will have some yeses. They said yes. Now what? So once they've said yes, you're going to determine what type of party fits that person. She may want to do a virtual party, an in-person party, a catalog party, or a combination of the three. Most of the time, people are doing virtual parties now, but as we are coming out of a season, we may decide that we want some in-person time with our family and friends. Sometimes passing a catalog around at work or at a family gathering will work better. But needless to say, you'll always have a better result when they do a combination of the three. Step 2 is decide on a start and stop date. I recommend leaving your party open no longer than 10 days. Women need a start date and a stop date. This ensures that they have a deadline to do their shopping. The third step is to help her with her guest list using the system that I just used with you, and that's the Frank's list. Don't be afraid to go back to that screen and share with her what I just shared with you. Walk her through her list. Then step 4 is deciding on the invitation process. Is she going to send text messages with the party link, which I showed you in video 2? Then think about maybe she wants to send them Facebook messages. Maybe she wants to give them a couple of phone calls. Let her decide how she's going to do the invitations, but needless to say, the invitation has to go out to ensure you have guests at the party. Step 5 is set a goal for the hostess. Work with her to look at the hostess chart and decide what her party level is that she wants to attain. I would always recommend that the minimum be $500 with the goal to get to 1,000. Have fun, engage, and remember you two are partners in this together. She's going to have questions, as will you. Don't be afraid to say, you know what, I don't know the answer, but let me find out. Now, one thing I wanted to tell you guys as you're having fun with these first 3 parties is don't be concerned if someone says, you know what, I don't really want to host, but I think I want to become a consultant just like you. I just want to give you some assurance that you can recruit in all 50 states. We do not have territories. And when you share the 31 opportunity with others, whether it's them being a hostess or whether it's them becoming a consultant like you, know that there is still something in it for you. When that girl joins your team and she sells $1,000 in her first 90 days, you as her sponsor will earn a $50 PICA product credit. You can use that credit to buy more business supplies. So don't be alarmed if someone approaches you and says, I would like to be a consultant as well. There's something in it for you. So I hope this was valuable for you, and I just want to end on this. If you have questions, which you should, because there's all kinds of questions that sometimes go unanswered because they're not asked, I want to assure you that you can reach out to your sponsor or your director at 31. There's tons of information on 31today.com. And of course, we have our telephone number that you can call and get support directly from our home office. But rest assured, your questions will get answered. Stay with the process. And let me just recap. These are the 3 steps that I would encourage you to focus on right away as you launch your business. Get online, get your website personalized, schedule that very first launch party for yourself so you can earn not only commission but the hostess rewards on the launch party. Step 3 is to think about closing that launch party and those first 3 hostesses. When you use the formula me plus 3, you're going to see reward right from the beginning. The reward is going to be in the form of commission and products, and of course, you're going to get tons of celebration. Good luck with your business, and I cannot wait to see your success.